Hello friends, it is that time again to pick another TBR. Am I quite done with my current one? No, but I only have a handful of books left on it. My cart's looking pretty barren and I'm going to be going out of town tomorrow. So, with that being said, I want to know what books I will be reading. We are just taking it back to a classic TBR jar this time around. I'm going to be structuring my TBRs as like I'm going to do TBR jar, then something different like I did the random number generator, and then I'll do TBR, and then I'll do something different. So if you have any ideas on how you think I should pick my TBR next, link them down below. I'm thinking maybe a random color generator or something like that. But we are going to pick 10 prompts, pick our next 10 reads, and go from there. We're just going to jump right on into it because I got a lot of things to do today. And so, there's that. We need a book that starts with the letter A. This one's going to be perfectly easy because I actually just started the audio for this book. So, I'm just going to use it for this. Honestly, it works out great for me. And that is A Stolen Life by J.C. Dugard. Starts with the letter A. And this is basically the autobiography and memoir of J.C. Lee Dugard, who was abducted when she was 11 years old and was kept captive for, I think, 18 years, which is crazy. So I started listening to this on audio today, so that'll work out perfect. Next up, a book published this year. So something that is brand spanking new. You know what? I think I know exactly what I'm gonna pick. The third book in the When in Rome series, Beg, Borrow, Steal, I'm pretty sure was just published, right? Just wanna make sure. Yeah, 2025. Perfect. Book published this year. I'm very excited for that. I love having a Sarah Adams on the TBR because she is a slump cure for me. Okay, we need a book that starts with the letter O. Okay, let's see. I don't feel that we're gonna have like lots of options for O. So let's see what we have. No, we'll check over here. Hunter, Hunter, no. Mockingjay, no. Crazy Rich Asians. Just seeing if any of my series that I was in the middle of are an O. A, T, F, N, T, T, A, S. I'm not gonna count the, just for like the ability to maybe find something. I, L, S, Y, I, W, 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 M, W, C, B, P, F, T, M. Okay, so nothing up here. Let's check down here. S, S, N, L, P, T, G, C. Okay, Off to the Races by Elsie Silver. That's an option. I'm not really looking forward to that, but if that's what it has to be, it's what it has to be. We've got Well Traveled and Unlikely C, D, The Off Limits Rule by Sarah Adams. I don't know if that's the first one in the series, and we already have a Sarah Adams, so we won't go with that. The Opposite of Butterfly Hunting by Ivana Lynch. I don't know that I want to read that right now, though, so I think right now it's Off to the Races, but I'm going through everything because I want to make sure I pick the best option, because there has been times in my TBR where I'll just pick the first thing and then I will regret it. So I'll like find something later on and be like, oh, I should have thought about that more. Let's go check over in my thrillers. One moment, please. I figured it out. So we're gonna go with this one. This was my friend Christy, she left me a little note in it. It says, this is my favorite reads of 2024. I hope you love it. The font is gigantic and it's really short. This is a literary fiction book told from the point of view of a typewriter, I believe. Something very odd like that, but she's gonna be so hyped that I picked this. Okay, let's go for book number 4. Just went to get Mexican food and I feel like girl, listen. So we went and all I wanted was, real talk when I'm filming this is the day after my grandmother passed away and my brain is everywhere and all I want is vegetables. And so I'm like, can I please just have fajitas but just the peppers and onions? This man looked at me like I had 85 heads, but hey. A book set on a different continent. Okay, So maybe something set in Europe that I know is set in Europe. I could do the second Harry Potter, but I am annotating them, and I want to annotate the ones that have the sprayed edges, and I don't have that one. I know that Wild Dark Shores is set like by Antarctica, I believe. The next book in the Boys of Tovin series is definitely set in a different continent. I think I might do Wild Dark Shore because it's reading my book of the month, and my friend Andrea did really hype this up. She's not sure I'll like it, but it's set on a island not far from Antarctica, so I'm assuming that's like not this continent. So another starts with a letter S. We're getting through all of the letter ones. So S is pretty easy. I feel like there's a decent amount of books that start with S. And sir, I want to make sure I have an array of genres. We don't have really any thrillers yet, so maybe I can find one of those that starts with an S, because I want a thriller, even though thrillers have been so... Oh, that's a good one. I've been really wanting to read this. Sociopath, a memoir by Patrick Ganji. I've been really itching to read this, so I think I'm actually gonna grab this as my starts with the letter S. Okay, I could use some more romance. We only have one like super light read, so I think I'm gonna try for these next 5 to find some lighter fare. A book that I predict will be 5 stars. Okay, what do I think will be a 5-star read? Like, what have I looked at and I'm like, oh yeah, that's gonna do it. That's gonna be 5 stars. I'm gonna live, laugh, love her. This is not a romance, but I do think I'm gonna really like this. This is Tell Me What You Did by Carter Wilson. I've been wanting to read this really bad, and I do predict it maybe a 5-star, and we have not picked book club, but I am gonna suggest this for book club. But I do think I'm gonna 5-star this. I love the premise of this. It's about a girl who has a true crime podcast where people can come and like admit their crimes. She can't like guarantee the police won't come after her, but like after them, and then somebody calls saying that they're the person who killed her mom, but as far as she knows, that person's dead because she killed him. So that sounds super good. So I'm gonna have that be my 5-star prediction. Okay, we have got Friend Picks a Book. So gonna try calling a friend. One moment, please. Like cold call people, so she may think something's wrong because something's been pretty wrong. Okay, I will just send her a picture and we'll see if she either calls back, we'll talk to her. If not, I'll add in whatever she picks. Okay, so I'll keep my phone handy in case she calls me back. We have 3 more to pick in the meantime. So we have got pages end and an odd number. So pretty much any book I pick up, it's a 50-50 shot. And I did say I want more romance. So let's pick a romance. These are up there on my want to read. So maybe one of these will be an odd number. The Wall of Winnipeg in Me. I really loved the first Mariana Zapata that I read. Perfect. 469, odd number of pages. Mile High, maybe we'll find you at a later date, but right now you lose. You lose. So this will be The Wall of Winnipeg and Me, will be a book with an odd number of pages. Next up, we have a genre that I don't usually read. I have a pretty good idea of what I want to pick for this, but let me just assess the situation. I would say I pretty much read romance and thrillers. Those are the genres that I read. So anything outside of those 2 genres, I would say are not typically a genre that I reach for. Oh, this is a good one. How about this? Shatter Me, book 1 in this series. I think this is a dystopian YA. So we'll go with that as a genre I don't typically read. Then we have one more, and then I may pause this video until I hear back from her, and then we'll go over everything and her pick. Here she is, and it is a book with a green cover. Green cover, baby. Okay, so I don't know if you guys can see it yet. Here are my greens. Got Shark Heart, Tangled Up in You, a Sarah Adams book, Fangirl, Well Met, and Betting on You, Greenwich Park, Watching You. Okay, I have a bunch there. I think I'm gonna pick the Christina Lauren because it's shorter, and I have not read Christina Lauren in quite some time. Maybe you might not consider this blue. This is blue to my eyeballs. So there's that. So I'm going to be reading Tangled Up in You by Christina Lauren. And then I'm gonna wait for Christy to get back to me because I know she'll be sad if I pick a different friend. So whenever she gets back to me, I will come in and we'll finish this up.
Hi.
Hello, say hi to the YouTubes.
Hi, YouTube.
So I got the prompt of a friend picks a book and I could pick nobody other than you, but I have to tell you, I already managed to get Olivetti on my TBR for this month.
Woohoo.
So,
yay.
It is up to you what we pick. And do you know off the top of your head? Do you want to see your options? What are you thinking?
Well, I think I'm gonna pick, what are my options?
Okay, well, we have the rainbow shelf.
Oh, okay, so you're not even saying like,
Oh no,
I thought maybe
you just get anything. I can tell you, so far I have 2 memoirs, 2 literary fiction, 3 romance, and 1 dystopian, and 1 thriller.
Okay, let me just go over to my book stack right now.
I had a feeling this is how this would go.
When She Returned, Local Women Missing, Horror Store.
Which one are you picking?
Horror Store, because we're both excited to read.
Okay. Thank you so very much for your assistance, friend.
You're welcome.
Alrighty.
Glad I could help. Sorry, my phone was being weird.
No, you're completely fine. I was like, this bitch. LOL.
I know.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, so the Pale picked Horror Store by Grady Hendrix, and this is actually on her TBR. In this book, you may think it looks like a magazine. It pretty much is. It's like there's like building of furniture, and I hear it just gets weirder and weirder as you go. So, also outfit change, because I was in the middle of filming a different video when she called back. So, we will go over everything that we have picked for this video. We have got a green cover, a genre I do not typically read, ending an odd number of pages. This is very much like the same color scheme. A book picked by a friend would be Horror Store. We have got a 5-star prediction and tell me what you did. Starting with the letter S, we have Sociopath. Set on a different continent, we have Wild Dark Shore. Starting with the letter O, we have Olivetti. Published this year, we have Beg, Borrow, Steal. And then finally, starts with the letter A, we have A Stolen Life. So this is my next TBR. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you've read any of these. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.